Okay, Baruch Hashem, it's nice to see you in Ben Azmanim, learning Torah. Baruch Hashem is very beautiful thing. That Hashem, this Baruch Hashem in America, to see such a thing is very exciting. I'm going to speak today our Parashat Ekev. There is one of the major mitzvot in the Torah, one of the major mitzvot in the Torah, that it's not only mitzvah, is behind the mitzvah there is big sgulot, big atzlachot, big promises. One of the mitzvot that we do every day almost, and it's very important, that mitzvah. Let's see today how much important, what in that mitzvah. One of the mitzvot that Torah says in our Parashat Ekev, I speak about mitzvot Birkat Hamazon. We make Birkat Hamazon when we finish ending the eating. And the Torah says, "Ve'achalta ve'savata ve'rachta et Adonai Elohecha la'aretz tovah asher natan lach." So Hashem asks you to bless, to thank Hashem after you finish eating all what you ate. Hashem gave you the mitzvah to make Birkat Hamazon after you eating. The Torah don't say exactly what you ate. Ve'achalta, what achalta? I ate snack? I ate fruit? What I eat? So let's see before. So 2 psukim before the Torah says, Ki Adonai Elohecha mevi'acha el eretz tova. Hashem brought you to a good land. You see Birkat Hamazon connected to Eretz Israel. Eretz nachale mayim, manot torot v'yitzim b'bikar v'har. The Eretz Israel was blessed with water, with food, with good things. Actually today, it starts to be like that. Today we don't see exactly what is in the Torah, that all the land with wells and water, but you know, there is a book, the history of the second Beit HaMikdash even. They describe the Eretz Israel, the Shomron here where is, Yehuda v'Shomron, the places describe it, that time, describe not saying psukim in the Torah, describe the fact. They see lot of wells, lot of fruits. All the land is lot of water. We don't see it today. It's the fruit that Israel become better than it was before, but it's not much that the Torah says. But it was before. And the Gemara Ketuvot says, that time, there is 2-3 people came to some place, and they gave him a peach to eat. And the 3 people eat for 1 peach meal, and they have leftover to the way. So big was that food. Next year they come back, they ask him for that food. They say, no longer that food. Hashem Erachem, the blessing went away, and we have like regular. So we see that Eretz Israel is not normal, that you see in the land, in all the world. Depend of the behavior of Am Yisrael. When Am Yisrael will become better, the land, and with B'at Hashem will come back. That the Torah promises. It's in the Torah, it needs to be. The Torah continue. Eretz Chita v'Seora, as you know, Eretz Chita v'Seora, given to Nav Rimon et Shevet Dvash. Eretz asher למסכנות תאכל בלחם, לא תחסר כל בה, ואכלת ושבעת. ארץ בני הברזל, ורעת תחצוב נחוש, ואכלת ושבעת. So, the achalta could be in the 7 things that Eretz Israel was blessed, Chita, Seora, given to Nav Rimon. This is one way to explain. And this the Torah speaks for ואכלת ושבעת. This we need to make Birkat Hamazon on that thing. Or it can be in the last pasuk, Eretz asher לא מסכנות תאכל בלחם. So we speak about bread. So this is question was given by the Tanaim, and the conclusion is not conclusion, meaning become machloket la'alacha. Some rabbi says that it's gone only on bread. This the Rambam says. So because of that, and bread is very definitely the oraita to say Birkat Hamazon. When ve'achalta ve'savata. The other rabbi says, the Rishonim said that it's going on all the 7 things. Chita, Seora, v'gefen rimon. So because of that, the Shulchan Aruch says that because it's machloket, we hold actually that main thing is Birkat Hamazon in the bread, but we more strict to do every the 7 things that the earth is blessed, to say like similar to Birkat Hamazon. Meaning, Birkat Hamazon, let's say one of the halachot we say later on, to sit when you make the bracha. The Ben Ish Chai says the Birkat Hamazon and the Shemona is the same thing. The Birkat Hamazon is sitting, the Shemona is standing, but it's all need to be concentrated and to be careful to make it good. So they say that Birkat Hamazon, differently do it. Shulchan Aruch says also the blessed bracha, and there's that 17 you need to sitting. So I mean, let's say somebody was in the wedding, there is a reception and eat food, eat cookies, eat fruits, grapes, or something like that. Even he ate it at standing, but the Birkat, the last bracha, al ha-michya, you need to sit. Why? Because it's maybe the oraita. So Shulchan Aruch says sit. So people make mistakes. Sometimes they eat in standing and they feeling standing. No. Even you ate standing, you need to find a place to sit for the bracha achrona. I tell you a story. I was present in one day, years ago, with Alav Shalom, Rabbi Tzion Abba Shaul. You know, Rabbi Tzion Abba Shaul, Or LeTzion. I was there, and there was a yahrzeit to somebody. It was, yeshuvo, somebody. And this was in the house, not hall. That time, nobody in hall, with house. So it was a full house, was big, important rabbi, that some person that make the askara, and it was packed. So they made ksuda, and the end of the meal, people started Birkat Hamazon. I was sitting not far from Rabbi Tzion Alav Shalom. Somebody came, Rabbi, I have a problem. What the problem? I haven't got a place to sit. What I can do with Birkat Hamazon? I can sit standing? So the rabbi told him, no, wait, said the zimun, wait, somebody will finish, then sit. We see from that, it's so important to sit in Birkat Hamazon. Even you ate in standing, it's something ala michya and this bracha, because some rabbi say the Birkat Hamazon and this again, also that's brachot is the oraita. But the major thing is Birkat Hamazon is the oraita, the achalta v'savata v'rachta. Okay, so the Gemara says in Maseret Brachot, so we see from the mitzvah and Torah, so it's starting what time start the mitzvah? Actually in time of Moshe Rabbeinu. Because this mitzvah from the Torah, it's not Chachamim made the decree. But let's see the Gemara in Brachot. The Gemara in Brachot says, Daf Memchet Amud Bet, the name of Nachman. Rav Nachman Omer, Moshe tiken leYisrael Birkat Hazan. Moshe, meaning, he established the Birkat Hazan et HaKol, the first bracha. When? B'sha'ah she'yarad la'eman. When the man came down, he started. So actually the Chazon Ish says, you see from here, it wasn't in the last 40 years of Moshe Rabbeinu, that's written, Ekev is the last, the book of Dvarim was written in the last 30 days of Moshe Rabbeinu. As we see, it's written clearly in the beginning of the parasha Dvarim, we read this week, the Torah said exactly the date they start the book of Dvarim. What the date the Torah says, exactly. אלה הדברים דיבר משה כל ישראל וכולי. ב-40 שנה, 40 years, ב-12 חודש, 12 זה 12 זה 11, ב-1 לחודש, מן שבט, חודש שבט. זה מין 1 לחודש, ראש חודש שבט. שבט, משה passed away, as we know, זין באדר, it's 1 month later on. So in the last month of משה רבנו, we say ספר דברים. So you look that עקב is ספר דברים, is written in the first leg. But Chazon Ish couldn't be. This is Gemara Selman. So that even Moshe do the bracha was in the beginning when the man start to go down. He make the Birkat Hazan. יהושע תיקן להם ברכת הארץ. when? כיוון שנכנסו לארץ ישראל. דוד ושלמה תיקנו בוני ירושלים. דוד תיקן על ישראל המח וירושלים ירח. שלמה תיקן על הבית הגדול והקדוש שנקרא שעליו. ויתום איתי ויבנה תקנוה. So the 4 brachot is reading by Moshe, Yoshua, David, and Shlomo. It's an obvious question, everybody need to ask himself. We say just a minute Birkat Hamazon D'Oraita. So in time Yoshua, it was after the Torah was given. In time David HaMelech, of course. So what did they do? They didn't do mitzvah of D'Oraita. How come we say that David HaMelech make the Birkat Hamazon? And Tosfot says, there is a Tosfot here in Brachot, Daf Tetzayin, Amud Aleph, the Tosfot speaks about Poalim, Poalim, workers, that today workers have time to make a breakfast, half an hour, I had have a at 9:30, somebody told me yesterday 9:30, they need to stop for half an hour to give him a breakfast, and in lunch 12 they have time to make Birkat, to eat. So they can make definitely Birkat Hamazon, good Birkat Hamazon. But that time they haven't got let the workers to stop. So they need to make in time working. So Tosfos, the Gemara says, because of that they do only 3 brachot. They don't do the 4th, Atoma Mitiv. Tosfos say, they make the one and the second one they mix 2 together. ואף אגב דאורייתא הם, דאורייתא, how can you make, okay, make it the Rabbanan, you can say Rabbanan, make less. But if דאורייתא, to make 3 brachot, how can do it less? This is the Tosfos. יש כוח אחרים לעקור דבר מן התורה וטרודים במלאכת בעל הבית. So Tosfos said, Chachamim take out from the Torah, even the Torah say you need to say 3 brachot, they couldn't say less. Chachamim עקרו דבר מן התורה. So Tosfos hold that 3 brachot דאורייתא. So דאורייתא, what happened Moshe Rabbeinu Yoshua? This question the Rishonim ask, they say that Moshe Rabbeinu make what time Birkat Hamazon is to thanks, that the Torah says, ורכת את על הארץ הטובה אשר נתן לך. To bless Hashem. But the exactly text of the Birkat Hamazon is written by Ezra Sofer. But the subject of what we do, blessing, this was time of Moshe Rabbeinu. As so why didn't do let to Yoshua there? Because if you do it, let's say, על הארץ הטובה. Let's say, על הארץ ועל המזון. So we thank Hashem that we can, in Moshe Rabbeinu, already the man was gaming. So they are past tense. They say, we have bread. But נודה לך על הארץ אשר נחלת לאבותינו. So in time Moshe we need to נודה לך על הארץ תנחיל לאבותינו, because it didn't reach Eretz Israel yet. And in time Yoshua need to change the text to say אשר נחלת, the past. So because Hashem didn't want to make changes, so he say only the first one, and the second one he say something, thanks to Hashem they can give you the Eretz Israel. But the exact test is made after Eretz Israel was captured by Yoshua. Same thing with David HaMelech. Okay. So we see now here that everybody agree Birkat Hamazon of course in the Torah. We need the Birkat Hamazon. So Birkat Hamazon is something very, very important. As we see, according to Shulchan Aruch, he said that the only bracha mea Torah is Birkat Hamazon. Even Birkat Torah, we're blessing every day morning. So there is 2 opinions about that. If Birkat התורה is דאורייתא or no, the Gemara says, אחריה מברך, לפניה לא כל שכן, the Gemara says, but according to Shulchan Aruch seems to see that it's not דאורייתא. The Mishnah Berurah bring, in the חלק א', they say that some ראשונים, שהגסריה, and all say that Birkat Hamazon is דאורייתא, and Birkat התורה דאורייתא. They're both דאורייתא. But Shulchan Aruch says, in הלכות ברכות, הלכות Birkat Hamazon, he say, no, only bracha מהתורה is Birkat Hamazon. This is only bracha obligation with Torah. The other brachot is Rabbanan, including Birkat Torah. The Mishnah Berurah says, you see, how to make the Birkat Hamazon. It's very important, as we see now. So he said that Birkat Hamazon, סימן קפ"ה. Birkat Hamazon נאמרה בכל לשון. The first thing he speaks about the text, which language will take the text of Birkat Hamazon. So he say you can say any language you want. You can say in English translation, English, French, Russian, any language. But the Mishnah Berurah bring the Bach say better not to say in Hebrew only. Actually, most of the people do in Hebrew. Mitzvah מן המובחר. Okay, now this is the way to say it. The second הלכה, צריך שישמיע לאוזניו מה שמוציא בשפתיו. לא ישמיע לאוזניו, יצא לבד שיוציא בשפתיו. We need to say Birkat Hamazon loudly, שישמיע לאוזניו, לא loud, שישמיע לאוזניו, but בדיעבד, it didn't ישמיע לאוזניו, יצא. So meaning, the best way to say Birkat Hamazon, to listen what you say, not to say it sound. There is two ways. There is actually 3 ways to say Birkat Hamazon. One, definitely don't Yotze, without pronouncing the words. Of course you don't Yotze. Second one, to say that you don't listen yourself. Third thing, to listen yourself. The fourth thing, to make it Kol Ram, more high voice. So the Shulchan Aruch says, what way do you choose it? Mat Shotzim Misvatav. Okay. But the Zohar HaKadosh, and the Chida bring, amazing thing. Sgula la'ashirut. If you want to be rich, everybody want to be rich, I think so. If you be rich, you can make, if you make Birkat Hamazon, in Kol Ram v'Simcha. In high voice and happy. And the Zohar HaKadosh says, it's very important to be happy with Birkat Hamazon. So why Kol Ram? So there is 2 ways to explain. Kol Ram, the Mishnah Berurah Omer, Kol Ram, because you have more kavanah. If you read it loudly, you listen carefully what he's saying, you have more kavanah in Birkat Hamazon. But there is another explanation. Why in Kol Ram? Because let's go more deeply. What is the meaning of Birkat Hamazon? Some think it's not fair. Why not fair? I say like that. I eat, let's say, big plate of rice with chicken, with salad, drinks, cups, 2 can of Coke, and eat alayesh, all these things. Finish, Baruch Atah Hashem, once, finish, go home. And that guy, I only ate a small piece of bread, all the way, 4 brachot, Birkat Hamazon, big bracha, what's going on? Why I need to do so long? I only small piece of bread, that guy eats, see what he ate. Big plate, pig, meat, fish, all things, only finished with 1 small sentence. You know, actually, people say, I don't wash. Hey, Lechem mezonot. Every place you have mezonot bread. Lechem mezonot. Why? It's pay taxes to make 4 brachot. I need to a small one. What? You do so big one. What I need to so big one? It's hard. I prefer to do small chick-chack finish. This is our generation, you know. It's not it was before. Before there was people eating bread every meal. All the old people, every meal. My father, alav shalom, and all the generation, there was obvious. We washing every day. Mishnah Berurah speaks about it. You know that we learn in this parasha not only Birkat Hamazon and brachot. There is another thing in this parasha. ואתה השם אלוקיך מה השם שואל ממך עליית חמישי. This week, עליית חמישי, the Torah says, ואתה השם אלוקיך מה שואל השם שואל ממך כי נראה אותו. ואתה ישראל מה השם אלוקיך שואל ממך. חז"ל say, מה השם? אל תקריא מה אלא 100. מכאן למדו 100 ברכות בכל יום. שאדם, and the person need to say 100 blessing a day. So the Baal HaTurim bring an amazing thing. He say, אל תקרא מה אלא 100. If you count the letters in this pasuk, ואתה השם אלוקיך is 99 letters. If you add a letter מה, אל תקרא מה אלא 100, you reach to 100 letters. אל תקרא מה אלא 100, exactly the 100. So he said that hinting here to make the blessing. What the connection? Why that pasuk says, ואתה ישראל מה השם שואל מעמך, speaking about 100 brachot? Why? What the connection? The answer is simple. As we know, today in our generation, not only all the time, to make advertisement, one of the way to repeat the same advertisement all the time. If somebody see the radio, they repeat, to stack to the head of people. So this is the way. So the Baalei Musar say, "Muivat Kimeni." You need to learn Musar to say, to repeat. As we know, Mesilat Yesharim started. He said, I don't say new things. I say obvious things. But to repeat and repeat again, and you know, with loud voice, you listen yourself, it changes you. So if you say 100 times a day, Baruch Atah Hashem, Elokeinu Melech HaOlam, I say 100 times a day, you listen yourself, Hashem is blessed Melech HaOlam. It changes you. Obviously it changes you. You become Yirat Shamayim. So 100 brachot make Yirat Shamayim. The problem is we don't do it the way the Chazal expected to do. We do it, not listening. Every brachot you need to listen, not in Birkat Hamazon. Mishnah Berurah bring down. Every bracha to make loudly, listen a little bit to listen yourself. not only Birkat Hamazon, any bracha you do. Why? Because when you say it loudly, you listen to yourself, you change it. So the bracha, to make it loudly, it's not only to listen, to understand that you observe, it's the bracha that you say. And we say loudly, so it's make you, that's the sgula, the Chida says, to make loudly. Another thing, if you see, when the Torah speaks about happy, thanks Hashem, Hodula, Kol, Hallelujah Hashem, Kol Rina, Kol Shofar, all time you see the word Kol. When you praise Hashem, you say the word Kol, you know what I mean? Because you do it in loud voice, you're happy, you make you happy, you make you connect to Hashem. So now, let's say example, somebody was in the desert. He was in the desert, he was hungry, thirsty. He didn't know, he knows, people know that he was lost in the desert, he don't know what to do. Suddenly he saw, they looked for him, they found him, he saw a helicopter coming down. Ooh. Okay, Baruch Hashem, they saved me. The helicopter opened, you see workers, go up. They come out from the helicopter, take out carpet, tables, chairs, faucet, plates, Chinese plates, pots. Wow, they put it there like Suda of Chatuna. You know, with the khan, with all the stair, all full of food. Wow, what for whom? This for you. I want to ask you, what do you need to tax them? For the food that they gave him? So much things they do for him. They bring the chairs, the tables, the plates, the food, all the things. Now he eat. He definitely you give him one small sandwich, eat in the desert with all the sun, eat it, Baruch escape your life. Same thing. Yes, we eat only small piece of bread, but Hashem gave a lot of things. He gave a place to eat. He gave the food. We thank Hashem in Birkat Hamazon, not only for that, and more than that. יסולק דנוסר ברכת המזון, הזן את העולם כולו, בטובו. We said the word call a lot of things. You know, there is the world was so much animals. So the animals, even the flies, every animal, every creation in the world have special food they need to eat. They couldn't eat everything. The lion have own food, that own food. And the exciting that every animal, Hashem gave them the food to eat in the handy. You never saw cat die in the street for hunger. You saw? Screw, the hunger, the die, no? They have, Hashem make the world that everybody have, Hazan et ha'olam kulo. Ha'olam kulo is meaning not only human being, every person, every creation of the world, Hashem designated from the food, the life, the weather for him to survive. Only the person have problem with that, who? Human being. Some people, chas v'shalom, die from hunger, they haven't got food. Why? Why the cat have food every time, the dogs, all the animals, the monkey, the donkey, everybody have food. Only the human being. So this is Mishnah בקידושין, and then could ask it. מעולם לא ראיתי, I never saw somebody grocery store, as a line selling in grocery store, or deer is binding guard cave. But they have parnasa. Why haven't got? All the animals have. בגלל, the more answer, קיפחתי את מעשיי, הריאות ממעשיי וקיפחתי פרנסי. I do sins, I do bad things, so Hashem took out the food. Because you have the free choice. You need to be good. If you don't feel good, you have the food. So this is one of the things that we thank Hashem, that Hashem can do with the food. That Hashem give everybody and also give to me. So it's not only for that piece of bread. You take the pain to thank Hashem for all the things, for the house you live, for the family, for all the things Hashem gave you. This is the opportunity that you have when you eat the bread to thank Hashem for everybody. And the Mishnah will add something, another thing. והמדקדק ייזהר לברך לתחילה מתוך ספר ולא בעל פה. If you're more strict, read Birkat Hamazon from a book. I want to tell you a story about that. You know, Hashem Merachem, 2 years, almost 1.5 years old, year ago was the tragedy in Meron, remember? Unfortunately, 40 people died in Birkat tragedy. So after it happened, there was people in the world decided to do, I think they're almost the finish, to make Sefer Torah, every single guy that passed away there, to designate from Sefer Torah. There were a lot of people, rich people, decided to do it together, and they go one by one. They write Sefer Torah for him. And they hire soferim to write special for them, not to buy prepared. Special sofer write for that name. One of the soferim, before that, this is one thing. Okay, now next step. There is one of the people came to Menashe Evel. One of them, I don't remember his Menzbach, I don't remember exactly the name. That was Avrech. One of the things he do was makpid to say Birkat Hamazon in Sidur. So the family, to his Lul Ishmato, when they make the Shiva, they printed Birkat Hamazon, put it there in the Shiva and tell the people that he was doing. So if somebody were to take to Lul Ishmato to do the same thing, to take him themselves to say Birkat Hamazon only from book. So they put the Birkat Hamazon there, everyone can take home. If you want to care himself, to do it. So one of the Avrechim came, he saw it, he said, why, it's a good thing. I take it for Lul Ishmato. Pastor Young. Okay. So he took it himself, he put it in pocket, Baruch Hashem. And that day on, now he was sofer. After a few months, he heard that they're looking for sofrim to write the Sefer Torah from people, from the Meron. So he want to show his right handwriting. Maybe they choose him. You have parnasah for 1 year, they're waiting, they're paying. So your eyes run hydring, And in Debrak, there is a place that is designated for sofrim. Because sofer writing need to be quiet, there's no phone, no telephone, no noise. So there is a place that give all the sofrim, they want to see, they have special table for that, and they're reading down. One day, so he writing, mezuzot, tefillin. One day he was sitting there, he was hungry. He went to some place, he bought a sandwich. He finished the sandwich. He need to make Birkat Hamazon. Wow, he remembered that he forgot to take the Birkat Hamazon with him. This wasn't shul, this was room. No sidurim there. He said, wow, what can I do now? I haven't got Birkat Hamazon in my pocket. Is here place that no sidurim here. What can I do? He know by heart, of course, but he took himself to say only from the sidur. He didn't know what to do. It was confusing what to do. To go is parsha, ifsek, to go, not to go. He don't know what to do. So he decided, maybe I found. There was a bookshelf there, not old books, something. I start to look. Suddenly he found up on the top shelf something with dust. Somebody wrote Birkat Hamazon in handwriting of Sefer Torah. And he made test to himself, and he left, he forgot it there. I wrote Birkat Hamazon, he was very happy. He see Birkat Hamazon writing. But he saw also another thing, that handwriting was very beautiful handwriting, with nice shapes of handwriting. He said, wow, I can learn from him. So he made the Birkat Hamazon, and start to practice to learn that way of writing, that handwriting with that small shape of letters. So he write example, and after 1 week he heard that they were looking for sofer. So he took that handwriting that he write from that Birkat Hamazon, that is of the example, he gave him to the people that organized that, and showed him handwriting. They saw that, they said, wow, this is nice handwriting, we're looking for such a thing. Okay, we hire you. So they hired him to make the sofer. You know what the book was from? For that guy that he made the Birkat Hamazon for him. He hired him, he didn't know, they weren't connected. He hired him to make sofer, and he found out the sofer that he need to write is for that guy that he took the Birkat Hamazon to say from the book for his neshama. Hashem always round, because he took the mitzvah, he got the job. He looked for the Birkat Hamazon, he didn't know what to do. He found that Birkat, who knows how long time is waiting for him. that then the top shelf with the dust for that guy to come to see the letters and to write the same thing and to make the Sefer Torah for that guy. So you see, somebody mitzvah, Hashem, something give you a present, give you candy. I love you. You see, I love you. This story happened. So you see, amazing to say Birkat Hamazon from the Siddur. The Mishnah Berurah add another thing. וכל הזעיר, ספר החינוך, קרעי סמי, כל הזעיר בברכת המזון, מזונותם מצוין בכל ימיו בכבוד. If you make, you take care ברכת המזון, do it nicely, and you do it the right way, Hashem will give you life with parnasa all your life. It's similar what the Chida says, to say with simcha and kol gavur. This is the way of Birkat Hamazon. So this is, Rabotai, we see what the important of Birkat Hamazon. The Ben Ish Chai go forward. You don't stop here. We said, the Shulchan Aruch says, we need to say that listen, you heard Birkat Hamazon. לכתחילה, בדיעבד יוצא. The Ben Ish Chai go step further. You say, if somebody made Birkat Hamazon, you forget to say it loudly, you say it not so loud, he recommended, if you can do it, take another piece of bread, wash the hand again, make a motzia, then another Birkat Hamazon to complete the Birkat. Because some Rishonim said that you don't yotze without Birkat Hamazon without sound. So even though you yotze, but the Ben Ish Chai is so important, the Ben Ish Chai looks at that you say the Birkat Hamazon loudly, that even you need to repeat again to it. Now we want to end in another story. This story happened in the Holocaust. Before the Holocaust, one rabbi was in Europe in the 35, something like that, and he have a class of kids, yeshiva ktana, small kids, 12, 10, something like that. He spoke about Birkat Hamazon and told them what the Chida said, what the Sefer Chinuch is. So one of the boys came, Rabbi, I want to take myself that. Okay, very nice. I take myself to say Birkat Hamazon with Siddur and with Simcha and all. So that boy was 12, 13 years old. And unbelievable, from that day on, he was makpid. All the friends was making lunch, playing outside. He was sitting and say Birkat Hamazon word by word loud. He didn't give up. Shabbat, weekday, every time he eat bread, that time he eat bread every day, we say like that Birkat Hamazon. Year passing, he didn't forget to do it. Slowly. And the Holocaust start, the Shoah. And they took him to the camps. Don't forget, Hashem promised him to have parnasa b'chavod. לא יחסר מזונותיו. So he was there, and he was in the camp, no food in the camp. You know, no food. They give small piece of bread once a day, and almost... So one of the Nazis saw him, said, you know this guy, I want you to help me in the kitchen. You work in the kitchen. Now, you work in the kitchen, you have food. So all the people in the camp haven't got food, but he working, but he eat here and eat there, and Baruch Hashem, he ate good. First step. After a few months, one general, the Nazis came, saw him there, said, why? Jewish man eating here? He took him, come with me. He took him to the one place in the you know, the Holocaust was a camp. The Jewish was there closing without food, but outside was normal life. You don't believe it. The outside of the camp is normal life. The Goyim was living normal. Even a lot of them didn't know what's going on in that places. The children playing around and they working, all thing normal. Only in the camps, the ghetto was closed and unchanged. Okay. He took him one place, he put in some field, he said, now, if I come in 5 hours, if you don't dig pit 10 feet deep, I will kill you. If you dip it, I give you back to go to the kitchen. You give him some small tool, let's say, and that's all. Screwdriver, something like that. He's sitting there, what are you going to do now? How you can dig it? He's sitting there, After half an hour passed truck with goyim. They saw the boy. They say, Jewish, They have vegetables in the truck. They want to trick him, so to do a joke for him. They took boxes of vegetables, tomato, cucumber, throw on him, and went. So now he's sitting, around him, vegetables. But he need to dig. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes pass, another truck with guys, young guys, going. So they say, hi, there was thinking he's selling. You want to buy this? You want to sell that vegetables? He say, you know what? If you dig for me pit here, 10 feet, I give you the free. This is the deal. Okay. They jump for the truck. After half an hour, they make the pit and they went with the vegetables. 5 hours later, the general of the German came. He saw the pit. He was surprised. He started to cursing Jewish people like angel, like devil. How do you do it? But this fact, I have a pit. Deal is deal. So he brought him out of the kitchen. And that guy, still happened. He came back to the kitchen till the end of the Holocaust. He went to Eretz Israel, he married, and he followed. And Baruch Hashem, he married, he have kids, and he was saying slowly, and he married his kids. Every single boy he married, he have to pay money to pay him to buy a house. Every single boy. Till end of the life, he has money to buy, and he was live like a good man. And didn't forget the Kabbalah he got from he was small kids. All the time he said, Birkat Hamazon slowly went over. This story happened all the time. This we see what the importance of Birkat Hamazon that we have this week, Be'ezrat Hashem. We hope Hashem will bless us to fulfill the mitzvot and to do the bless Hashem. ברכה והצלחה בעזרת השם, גורן תורה, יראת שמיים, become תלמידי חכמים, גדולי ישראל בעזרת השם, וכן יהי רצון ונאמר אמן.